We got a hydrant in the barn. We have water. So excited. We have water in our barn. But let's get you caught up on a few things. First off, I'll show you the backyard in a minute. It's a mess, but the reason it's a mess, we did not have water running out to our barn or electric. And so that's what I'm working on right now. The neighbor has a mini excavator, and I got the neighbor to come over and I paid him, of course, dig a giant trench into the backyard, which I'll show you in a minute. And then I had to obviously run the water. So I ran a PEX line from the main water supply. I put a shut off so if I need to, I can shut the water off going into the barn in case it gets cold. And then I ran that PEX up. The hardware store was out of white, so I had to switch to blue. I know it's kind of janky. And then it changes to the black roll poly. Our foundation in this house is super thick. I think what they did, and I don't know, I think this portion of the house was probably done in the 60s or even before. There's kind of an older portion. The two-story portion was built, and I want to say about 02, 03. But I think what they did was they stacked sandstone and different types of stone on the outside, and then they poured on the inside. It's about 3 feet thick. I had to rent a 36-inch hammer drill with a 1.5-inch bit to get out and through. Yeah, it took every bit of the 36 inches to come out of the house, which was fun. I've only done this one other time, and I had Bernadette's dad to help me, and I had my uncle Kirby to help me. And that was, Bernadette kind of talked about that in our video, the Colorado video, where I was in Colorado. I came home and it was like right around Thanksgiving, so we put it in right before it got cold. And they came over and helped me. We trenched it. We went through that foundation, which wasn't nearly as thick as this foundation. So I had a little bit of experience, I guess is what I'm saying. Not much though. So we ran this water line here in upstate New York. The freeze line is about 3.5 feet. So we had to go 6 inches below that. So I'm really thankful that our neighbors had that mini excavator. We were able to get 4 feet down all the way out to the barn. But it is accomplished. We have the roll poly. I finished it last night. We have the roll poly polyethylene. Got the really thick stuff, the 200 PSI. I just want it to be really durable. I don't want to have to fool with it after we get this hole covered. So this is a lot of dirt, right? Thankfully, I have a tractor to put all this dirt back. It's a little cold. We got into the 40s last night here. And it was only, it's only like 60 something right now. And that was the high for today. So what I'm waiting on is another 70s day to cover up, start filling that hole back in, because I want it to be nice and warm in there. I don't know why. Just in my mind, I think it's probably better off that it's nice and warm down there when I start covering up that pipe. And hopefully it'll just hold that heat longer, because we're going into September here. And it is about to get cold in upstate New York. We know it. We know it's coming. We normally have at least a little bit of snow by the beginning of October. So we are in a little bit of a race against time to finish these projects. The plan is to fill this hole back in to about 15 inches from the surface. About that, 18 to 15 inches. And then I will run a 3-wire 100 amp direct burial from the basement out to here for electric. I'm not going to hook that up for the time being. That might be a project later in the winter, or it might be a project that happens next spring. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to do that by myself. There's a local guy. Our house was a rental for about 18 years prior to us buying it in December of 2018. So the guy that was kind of the property manager, I guess, is super handy with all kinds of stuff, and we have been able to call on him a few different times since living here because he's well acquainted with this house. He did everything for it prior to us getting here, so I just call him. Anyway, he's an electrician, so I'll do my best with getting it set the way I want it, and I'll have him wire up the boxes, and that'll be that. Again, that's not going to be anytime soon. But anyway, we got a hydrant in the barn. We have water! So excited. We have water in our barn. Maddie's super excited. Maddie got all kinds of interested in helping me with this when she found out she wasn't gonna have to carry buckets this winter, which is what we did. I guess well, we didn't have to do it the first winter we were here because we had no animals. We got our horses back here and started acquiring more animals in May of last year, so May of 2019 is when we started getting our animals back here. But yeah, that about wraps it up, y'all. If you enjoy these videos and you want to keep following us here on the homestead, please give us a like. You know, that's the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you get alerted when we post new videos. It'll send them to your email, whatever email is associated with your YouTube account. And you can keep up with us. Thanks, y'all. Take care. Y'all have a blessed day.